I never thought that I would be doing video after video examining the psychology behind divestors. But one day, I remember when I was new, my subscriber had suggested to me, she was like, you should do a video on divestors. And I was like, maybe I should. So one thing I will say, I will warn you. Once you do a video on divestors, it's very hard to stop. I mean, these women are such a great psychological case study. It's insane. Like, I think honestly, those are like my best hits on my channel, in my opinion. Like, if someone were to ask me, what are your most favorite videos on your own channel? It would definitely be my divestor videos. They are just so deranged. I remember one video I had showed you guys how they had a whole academy dedicated to pulling white men, and they were leaving reviews on their white husbands. And then I posted the video where Fanita had this like white male obsession. Like, I'm just saying, if anyone wants to start a divestor psychology channel, you will never run out of content. So what I have gathered from these women, and I've already talked about it in the past, a lot of these women are mentally ill. I don't just be saying that to, insult someone. I'll never just throw out words. Like, when I say things, it means something. So I've actually talked about how these women have black and white thinking. So they really do believe that like most white men are perfect and basically all black men suck and they're horrible. That is extreme black and white thinking that people who suffer from mental illnesses, that's how they think. So I've done videos explaining that in the past. And the other day I had stumbled across a Divestor's page, and she also was extremely unhinged. I mean, she was recording all of these white men that she would go on dates with. Like, they are obsessed with white men. And this particular Divestor, she actually admitted in the video that she had bipolar disorder.
I told you before we went out on our first date, I had bipolar. And here's the reason why. He was on the phone with me before our first date ever. And he was talking about his ex-girlfriend who he was engaged to for 7 years, who had bipolar disorder. And I was like, look, I have bipolar disorder. Would that be a deal breaker?
Like, she was diagnosed with bipolar. And I left a comment under the video and I said, thank you for your transparency. Like, I love when people just are honest, because it's way easier for me to do my content, but also it confirmed a lot of my theories around divestors, which is these people are mentally ill. And so I'm sorry to say, but if you have something like bipolar disorder where you are severely suffering with like a distorted view on life and it's disrupting your thinking pattern, you probably should not be giving advice on YouTube. And that's why a lot of these divestors, their advice is so extreme. But yeah, that's besides the point. Now, today is when I said enough is enough. I have to do a video on this. So check this out. I stumbled across a Divestors channel today. She has Divest in her bio. I have gathered that she's honest. Some people will do content all day long about dating white men, but when you call them a divestor, they play dumb. So I'm glad that this woman is honest, because it makes it easier for me to do my content. Like I said, these women, you will never run out of content ideas with these women, okay? So like I said, Lexis Exodus, she has Divestor in her bio. She says she's a black woman. I noticed that she has a lot of videos basically promoting dating white men, black women should date out. Now, I just came across this video today where she is calling biracial mixed women all out their names. Like, I actually could not believe what I was seeing, because it's just like, this doesn't make any sense. She's all in her video. She's in the title calling them mutts. She's in the comment section. But see, what is disturbing to me is, if you are so obsessed with white men, are you not going to create these same biracial women that you have a disdain for? If I knew this woman personally and I found out that she might have had biracial children or biracial children on the way, I would call CPS. It's giving the movie Precious. There is no way you can be this out in the open about your disdain towards biracial women And then when you have biracial children, you're not going to treat them like that. That's not how things work. You're telling on yourself. And people are way worse behind closed doors. So when I seen this, I had to talk about it because it seems like a freaking CPS case. But in the comment section, I think someone said allegedly she might have had like a baby by a black man in the past. And I told you guys that's usually how most people become divestors. Most divestors are baby mamas to black men. 9 times out of 10, all of them were baby mamas to black men. Go check out my other videos. I think that video was actually called Divestor ology, where I talked about the single baby mom to worshiping white men pipeline, basically. But that doesn't even matter. That's besides the fact. Divestors are so mentally unhinged. They don't even realize how psychotic they look to be sitting up here praising white men all day long, and then in the same breath, you're bashing biracial women all day long, as if you are not going to have biracial babies by the white man. There's no way in heck you have this much disdain for no reason, because comment down below if you don't like biracial women. What did they do to you? What did they do to you that anyone else couldn't have done to you? I mean, people are people. I just will never understand the strong disdain towards one particular group. And again, that is a very mentally ill way of thinking. It's not rational. So you mean to tell me you have this deep of a disdain towards biracial women, but nope, when you have your biracial baby, we're supposed to just trust that you're going to treat that biracial little girl good? See, it doesn't work like that. Usually, if the parent has a disdain towards a particular person or group and the child resembles that group, they take it out on the child. There are so many adults that are walking around today with the story that I just said, where it's like, if their mothers didn't like their fathers and they resembled the father, the child then became the punching bag. So we all know that if the child ends up resembling a group that the mother does not like, we know that the child will 9 times out of 10 become the punching bag. So in her bio, she has all this self-improvement junk in her bio. Oh no, you're not helping anyone self-improve. You're helping people become mentally deranged. Okay, I guess the self-improvement is to divest and get a white man. Yeah, that's not going to fix all of your problems. See, a lot of these quote unquote self-improvement channels, black women self-improvement channels, it's selling you a fairy tale. If you don't do the work on yourself, you're not going to get outward results. You can't be unhinged and then promote dating white men all day and then in the same breath show a disdain towards mixed race women. What white man in his right mind would want you acting this way? Because men think very logically, in my opinion, from what I've noticed. They will sit there and think, this is strange. Why are you online calling mixed women all types of names that I can't even repeat? He's going to be thinking like, don't you want to have a family with him one day in the future? And so these types of women, what's going to happen is they're so unhinged. They're going to turn off the good white guys. And so that's why you see a lot of divestors. It's getting exposed lately in the media that they're just dating white dusties. I mean, yeah, they're dusty. That's the reality behind all these conversations. It really just comes down to you. Are you your type's type? If you're dusty, you have a dusty mentality, you're going to attract a dusty man. Okay? And so I think that my channel does a good job kind of like continuing those conversations. They're telling you all day long that you need a millionaire guy. On my channel, what I'm gonna do is ask you, are you a millionaire's type? Okay, go look in the mirror. Are you a millionaire's type? Would this guy of higher society, would he want you? And with her acting like this, no decent guy would want this lady. And this is why I just cannot get with the victim complex, the woe is me, I'm a black woman, the world is out to get me. I can't get with that rhetoric because I see where you guys are going wrong every single time. A lot of these people in her comment section are just telling her, like, can you not call us mutts? And she's cursing up a storm. You're emotionally dysregulated. And so this is what creates the woe is me Black woman. She doesn't realize that 9 times out of 10, it's not your skin color that is off-putting to people. It's the fact that you are obnoxious. But wait, there's more. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse with a divestor not liking the product of divesting, which is biracial children, actually it's even worse towards white women. Apparently, Lexis Exodus, all throughout her video, you can watch it yourself, she is going in on biracials with white mothers, how incompetent white mothers are, of course, bashing white mothers, talking so much ish about the man that you're obsessed with, which is white men. You're talking a lot of trash about his mother, his sisters, his cousins. Okay, so you want this white man, but you don't like his family. Like, Lexis represents a lot of divestors. They really don't even like white people, okay? So let me put you up on game because I'm a woman and I can see right through little antics. The reason why a lot of divestors don't like biracial women and white women is because they don't like white people. They don't actually like white people, okay? I'm gonna put you up on a lot of game. A lot of these women are just ratchet. They have a past history of being single baby mamas to Black pookies in the hood. And one thing I've learned about single baby moms is that a lot of them have like this lifelong connection and tie to the man. They tend to do a lot of antics to get that man's attention. And I think that divesting is one of those antics to make their pookie baby daddies mad. Sometimes women, when they're run by emotions like that, they don't think logically and they don't even realize that your talking points make no sense. You're over here telling people to level up and, be hypergamous and get a rich white man. You don't even realize that you don't even like white people. You don't even like biracial people. So you're just talking. So what man are you trying to make mad? What Black man are you trying to make mad? 9 times out of 10, it's their baby daddies. Okay, a lot of them are preaching divesting to kind of make their Black baby daddies mad. It's just very ratchet. And another thing, you guys are too ratchet to level up. You can't even do like what She-Ra7 says, at least fake it. You guys are out in the open talking trash all day long about biracial people, white people, and then in the same breath promoting dating white men. He can't take you anywhere. He can't bring you around his family. You're online talking mess about his sisters, his mother, his cousins. You're talking mess about all of your in-laws. This does not sound like a person that's actually dating white men. And so as I've done so much research on divestors, I've realized a lot of them are just trying to spite Black men. That's just what it ultimately comes down to. A lot of them are too ratchet to even level up. Do you hear yourself talking? You don't like white people. She's all throughout the video talking so much mess about white mothers. What do you mean? This is the mother of the man that you're promoting. Isn't this your mother-in-law? Allegedly, I heard she was married to a white man. So why are you online talking mess about your in-laws? It's just something is not adding up here, and it's very ratchet. A lot of you guys are from the hood and you're used to being around Black people where they crack jokes all day about white people. And then you think you're about to bring the same energy into higher societies where the rich white men are. And the reason why I call this behavior ratchet is because it's simply no decorum. You're the type of person that can't read the room. You can't read social cues. I mean, let's say if it is true and she is dating a rich white man, you're embarrassing. You're online kikiing all day like it's a hood barbecue. You know how they like crack jokes about white people at hood barbecues? That's the kind of energy that her channel has. You can't do that when you interracially date. And you'll hear me use the terms level up and rich because that's honestly, I don't even really need to examine some of these women's pages to know that that's their talking points, because a lot of these women are just copy and paste. They're just copy and paste. They have no original thoughts. Have you guys noticed that? Like, a lot of channels, they just say the same thing. You know what they're about to say. Black men equals dusty. We gotta level up. Everyone needs a rich man, even though it's 1%. Mammy, pick me. It's just the same boring talking points. Like, oh my God, you guys are a snooze fest. No wonder why everyone's gravitating towards my channel. My God, I'm like the freaking colorful crayon in the bunch. Do you have a mind of your own? Or are you just gonna copy the next person's talking points? Like, when I went on Lexis' channel, it was so copy and paste Divestor. Just pro-black woman. Divest. They're on the community tab all day, making fun of black men and biracial women. And you guys are just so unoriginal. They group think. They're group thinkers. They're followers. They're not leaders. They don't have a mind of their own. And so, yeah, I'm using their talking points. 9 times out of 10, if I go on a Divestor's channel, that's what she's talking about. Anyways, honey, back to my talking points about how these divestors don't even really like white people for real. They're just trying to spite their pookie baby daddies in the hood, honestly. Yeah, let's get back to that. The single baby mom to a pookie to divestor pipeline. A lot of single baby moms, they will go through extreme lengths to harass their baby daddies, to harass whoever he's dating, to make him mad. They do stuff like that. If you think I'm lying, talk to any woman that has dated a man with kids. 9 times out of 10, she has dealt with baby mama drama. And so I think that divesting is honestly like another form of baby mama drama. It's just a bunch of hood rats just talking, to be honest, because what are you talking about? How are you, like, I don't even understand. You're promoting dating white men, but you don't even realize you're so full of it. You don't even like anything about the white man. You don't like his family. You don't like his mother. You don't like the children you're going to produce. Like, be so freaking for real with yourself. What man are you trying to make mad because you were irresponsible with your womb? Nobody told you to have kids by a pookie. You made that decision and you made your bed and lay in it. Period. That's not all black men's fault. If you think I'm lying, I'm a very logical person. I've been on a lot of divestors channels. Almost all of them have a black pookie baby daddy in the past. Okay? These women couldn't level up even if they tried. You're ratchet. You're over here cracking jokes and talking mess about the rich white man's mother online. Please. And then Lexis was cracking me up because she's online. Like, I don't understand people who argue online. Like, what I mean by argue is like straight name call, threats. I'm going to get you. You don't know because you don't know who I am. She's over here talking. She literally responded to a stranger online talking about, because my tongue is lethal. My tongue. Girl, nobody's scared of you. This is the internet. How old is this lady? It's very immature. So, I mean, I can always tell when a woman is actually leveled up and then when they're not about anything. I have really good discernment. This woman just be online wishing and dreaming and talking. Girl, go back to the hood. Go make things work with your baby father and stop trying to make him mad. Okay, that's a message to all of the divestors. Take your meds and go get your family back. Stop trying to make your black pookie baby daddy bad, okay? Do you hear how you sound? Like, a lot of them are so emotionally dysregulated, they don't even realize how hypocritical they look. And so me as the same logical person, I'm just putting the mirror to their face. And lastly, I think I wanted to say, like, I feel like divesting is another form of gold digging. And it's funny when hood people try to do that because they're kind of slow at it. And it's like, I don't think you would be fooling this supposedly rich white millionaire. You know, part of being a millionaire involves a lot of intellect. A lot of millionaires are extremely smart. You know, they can pick up on game, and it's just they're not good at it. You're online cursing out all of his future offsprings, that he could potentially have with you. You know, you're talking about his family. It's just very obvious what you're on. Because at the end of the day, that's really what matters to a lot of these divestors. It's to, you know, level up in society. And I'm not trying to discourage anyone. See, that's the thing with my channel. I'm going to ask you the necessary questions. Are you your type's type? You as a black woman, because I do believe black women can be with millionaires and stuff like that. Yes. But not with the way a lot of these divestors are going about it. So yeah, that's the point of the conversation. Yeah, I just feel like these women are not even good at gold digging. Like, women back in the day knew how to gold dig. They knew how to play the game. A lot of these women don't even know what they're doing. He's definitely gonna think it's suspicious that you want him only, but you don't like anything about him and his family and his ethnicity. So what do you like? You like that money. You like that white money, okay? And that's what I think is the root of all of it. I say that because it's just really funny when I see like hood chicks trying to gold dig because they're just a little bit slow. Like, I was watching Kendra G's show. They're just blatantly obvious. To me, they walk around, they look like a dog with its tongue out, and they're like, money, money, money. And that's how they come off to the world and to these men. It's like they're so money motivated. And I think part of the game is you have to at least act like that's not your goal, even if it is. And a lot of hood girls are just very slow. They're the type, like when I was watching Kendra G, all this woman cared about was this dude's income and what he did. I guess he had like a really, really fancy job, like a degree in chemistry and stuff like that. And she was just so like, that's all she cared about. That's all she talked about. So these women will be on dates with men and that's all they bring up is his income. That's what hood chicks do. And they make it very obvious that they don't care about anything about the guy. You know, it reminds me of the divestor that I'm talking about. She doesn't even like white folks. She doesn't like his mom. She doesn't like she's online talking about his family, but she likes the man. And it's like, you're telling on yourself. You like the man's money. You do. Okay, and you're just super obvious with it. It's very suspicious. You guys are not even good at gold digging, okay? Lord have mercy. So that's why I say, do you really think these slow hood rats are out here bagging rich millionaire white men? You think rich millionaire white men, a man that is so smart, he was able to become a millionaire. You think he's falling for these obvious okie doke women? That's making it so obvious that all they care about is his pockets. Be so freaking for real. I'm sorry, like I don't mean to sound so pessimistic, but it's just that I'm very realistic on my channel, okay? And I can pick up on game. I can tell when someone's lying, just because like, if you are actually living that lifestyle, it comes with a certain energy. Number one, any woman that's dating like a very rich man where you're up in society is going to be articulate, you know, just certain little features. If you're ratchet and cursing online, just stop lying to yourself and your audience, okay? And I just really enjoy talking about this. It's really hilarious. Like, I played this video back and I was cracking up. I love my Divestor videos. It's really funny. So make sure you check out the other ones. All right.